Negotiation is a fundamental skill in both personal and professional life. It involves a process of communication and compromise between two or more parties to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. Here are some basics to keep in mind when engaging in negotiations. Here, important to note that while negotiation skills may be embedded in our nature, they can also be developed and improved through education, practice, and experience. People can learn strategies, techniques, and principles of negotiation to enhance their ability to achieve win-win outcomes and build mutually beneficial relationships. Overall, negotiation is an integral part of human existence, and our ability to negotiate starts developing from early stages and continues to evolve as we navigate through life. Remember the time when you were a child and you wanted to buy toys, and your mom said no. What next thought came to your mind? You planned to negotiate emotionally. Then whole store was looking at you. Negotiation is decision-making process, which involves one party or multi-party, with the aim of reaching a mutually acceptable agreement, resolving conflicts, or achieving desired outcomes. We all think we are great negotiators. Unfortunately, data tells different story, that less than 4% managers reach on win agreements, and 20% reach on lose agreements. Most important aspect of any negotiation is well prepared. In negotiation, the reservation point refers to the point at which an individual or party is indifferent between reaching an agreement and walking away without an agreement. It represents the minimum outcome or terms that the party is willing to accept. Reservation point is typically determined by factors such as alternatives to the current negotiation. The individuals or parties be AT&A, best alternative to a negotiated agreement, their goals, priorities, and the value they place on the negotiation's outcome. Distributive negotiation is also known as competitive or zero-sum negotiation, is a type of negotiation where the interests and objectives of the parties involved are in direct conflict, and any gains by one party come at the expense of the other party. In this type of negotiation, the total value or resources to be divided are fixed, and the focus is on claiming as much of that value as possible. Here are some key characteristics and strategies associated with distributive negotiation, fixed pie perception. Positional bargaining. Limited information sharing. Tactics and strategies BATNA. Limited focus on relationship building. It's important to note that distributive negotiation is just one approach to negotiation and may not be suitable for all situations. It can be appropriate when there are limited resources or when parties have conflicting interests. However, it may lead to suboptimal outcomes if there are opportunities for value creation or when parties have ongoing relationships that require cooperation beyond the immediate negotiation. In many cases, a more collaborative approach, such as integrative negotiation, can lead to better outcomes by seeking win-win solutions that maximize joint gains. A win-lose outcome refers to a situation where one party achieves their desired outcome or gains at the expense of the other party. It implies a zero-sum mindset, where one party's success is directly linked to the other party's failure or loss. In contrast, a win-win outcome is one in which both parties feel satisfied and gain value from the negotiation process. In negotiation, the target point refers to the ideal or desired outcome that a party aims to achieve through the negotiation process. It represents the specific terms, goals, or objectives that the party considers as the most favorable and satisfactory. The target point is often based on the party's interests, priorities, and the value they place on the negotiation's outcome. It serves as a guiding reference for the party throughout the negotiation, helping them assess the acceptability of proposed agreements and make strategic decisions. Target point provides a desired outcome. Negotiators should also be aware of their reservation point, the minimum terms they are willing to accept. The reservation point acts as a safety net to ensure that negotiators do not agree to terms that are less favorable than their alternatives or bottom line.